What are we cooking today?
Signature dish is red wine braised beef short ribs.
Oh, yes. Who are you? What do you do? And why the hell do you do it?
I'm a father, I'm a friend, mentor, cybersecurity leader. Oh, I turned it on. I love challenges and I like leading people and helping keep businesses safe. Get ready.
Oh,
Signature. And what I would tell the team is, let's treat each other like a family. Respect each other, care about each other, trust each other.
sure. Pounding that garlic over. Trust each other.
It takes forever to build a brand, but it can come down real quick.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna do the Salt Bay thing? The Troy Chive Bay.
Boom, there we go.
I'm digging in. I can't even wait anymore. There we go. Here we go. So good. Go with it. Bye. All right, welcome to Cooking with CISOs. Today we have a very special guest with us in the kitchen, the one and only Troy Vanderhyde. I want to know what kind of sparked your curiosity to actually say yes and come here and cook with me today?
No, great question. It's funny because, sometimes when you put something out there in the universe, it comes back to you. So as I mentioned earlier, I just started my own YouTube channel. And it was because I have a bit of time now since my last role ended and I'm looking for my next opportunity now. But I thought, what do I love to do? And that's cooking is one of them. And I did not know you.
Came in cold.
At all, right? So this is last week like this happened, right? So what I wanted to do was, meet people that could really appreciate a good meal.
Yeah.
And talk to them about it. What's their favorite thing? What do they like? And cook it for them and bring it to them and let them enjoy that meal. And then, learn a little bit about the family, maybe leave them with a little gift pack for the kids if they have them, and that type of thing. So I had just started that, and one of my friends called me and said, well, actually, I got a post sent to me. And
Todd, right?
Yeah, from Todd Christensen. Yeah, and he said, hey, Troy, Danny, meet Troy. Troy, meet Danny. Troy's your guy, right, for cooking?
Right.
And I've cooked with Todd and for Todd, and a lot of that, we work together in organizations. I'm known to just bring in a brisket or bring in lasagna for everybody, or just, I've always loved it. So that, I think, sparked his interest and hooked us up, and you and I hit it off right away. And
it was amazing.
Here we are. So never thought about doing this before. As soon as I put it out there, within a day, it comes back to me. So here we are right now. So I love it.
All right, so Troy, what is your signature dish? What are we cooking today?
All right. Signature dish is red wine braised beef short ribs.
Oh, yes. Why did you choose this dish? Was there a specific story behind this kind of dish that triggered you to choose it?
A couple of things. So I grew up in a family and 4 boys and a girl. We're all about a year and a bit apart, except my youngest brother, who his nickname is the Accident. He was like 5 years back. But so middle class family, 4 hungry boys and a hungry daughter for my parents. So we were pretty basic, but when my mom made this dish, it's like, wow, this isn't a hamburger-based dish. This isn't, rice. This isn't like what we usually had the staples.
Right.
And it felt different because you got your own little, bone with meat on it. So it always seemed special. The house smelled fantastic all day.
I love it. All right, so you mentioned, this dish kind of hits close to home from your childhood, your mom in the kitchen having a piece of meat on the bone, delicious.
Yeah.
Can you kind of take me through what you can think about from your upbringing that really shaped how you lead in the industry today?
Good question. Yeah, my father spent his whole life working with a company called Jostens, and he started at the ground level, and he worked his way up to an executive in the company. And they went from making class rings and yearbooks in Minnesota to wedding and engagement rings to Super Bowl rings. He made every Super Bowl ring from 1970 something. He made all 4 of the Pittsburgh Steelers rings when they were going for one for the thumb in '81.
Wow.
I remember back cowboy rings. He made almost like 80% of the cup. They have to bid on it, but they made those rings. Olympic medals, LA '84, Calgary '88.
Wow.
He has always told me, be honest, be straight with the people, be clear with them, know what your goals are and your objectives, and make sure that your team knows that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can't expect them to achieve it.
Yeah.
So we lost him last year, but I called him often when I needed advice and stuff. He was always there.
Yeah.
Hey, keep your chin up. Not everything goes great. You're going to do this. You got this. So
Sure.
just having a positive person to pick you up when you're sometimes having challenges was
Yeah.
super helpful. Yeah.
And then how did that kind of, from your experience working as a security leader, how does that translate internally, those things that you learned? How did that impact your teams and results?
Well, I love that question too because when my last role, we built a SOC from a security operations center from the ground up. The company I worked for had divested twice. It branched off to different companies, and the previous CISOs took a lot of the talent with them. And it was a known fact that you guys got to rebuild when you come.
Yeah.
So we had 3 people in the global SOC, and we had 20 2 years later when we left. And what I always tell the team is, let's treat each other like a family,
Sure.
right? Let's respect each other, care about each other, trust each other, but also hold each other accountable. And if you see somebody having a challenge, step in and help them. And,
Yep.
and then that starts the progression to just to stay tight. So yeah, just respect each other, trust each other, and support each other, yeah.
Sure. Whether you're pounding that garlic or trust each other.
It's funny when I talk about my team, I start talking harder, but
Cool.
that's when the smell really gets good in here.
I mean, it's already smelling amazing with the
Yeah, but I look
crushed garlic and the onion right there. I mean, I love onions. A friend of mine actually got me a hat that says, "I just love onions, okay?" I love a good hat game and I love a good onion game, so I should have brought it to the show today, but
Oh, that
here
would
we
have
are.
been good. That would have been good.
Here we are. Cool. All right. We're all we're cooking clean. Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Is there a relation to cooking clean and also working clean in security, if you will?
Yeah. Analogy I thought about actually last time when I was thinking if this comes up on the show, it would be cool to talk about it. Is that, when you cook, you have to be prepared, you have to prep. Mm-hmm. You have to buy smart. In IT, you got to buy smart, you got to partner with the right people, right? You got to prepare for the worst because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? We know that. And so, if you start learning, just keep learning as you go and get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit. And then when you cook, you make some mistakes, right? Like we all have, right? You say, oh, well, that's edible, I guess.
Yeah.
And you either throw it away or you eat it. And you say, next time I wouldn't use as much of this or that.
Sure.
So in security, it's very similar. Like we might have been a false positive when we went down the rabbit hole. And meanwhile, there was something happening over here that we weren't looking at, right?
Right.
So just keep your eyes open and just roll with the changes.
I love it. All right, let's get the beef going.
All right.
Cool. Now we got some pepper here as well.
Perfect. Okay, let's get the sea salt down there.
Got just regular ground black pepper there.
Yeah.
Super simple seasoning.
Yeah.
Amazing. So what's one lesson you've learned about leadership that you wish someone taught you earlier?
Not everyone is always going to believe in your plan, right? But a leader has to stay a course, and you hope that it aligns to the vision and supports the business, doesn't impact the business, things like that. But I mentioned before when an incident happens, then everything goes out the window. Now you're without that leadership, you can really get into trouble because you start fragmenting and go in different directions. So don't expect everyone to always think your plan is the best plan.
Sure.
But hopefully they trust you and they stick with you and they align with your vision to. I mean, you got to adapt in security. That everything's changing all the time. So maybe that not everyone is always going to think that your plan is the right plan.
Yeah.
But if you have their respect as a leader, they're going to follow it.
Yep.
And you, as a leader, you also owe them the responsibility to change course if it's not working.
Right.
Right. So.
Well, how do you deal kind of with, some of the internal pressure or maybe politics? Like, how do you navigate and be adaptable? Not even as a leader, just as a practitioner, because I imagine it comes at all levels, right?
The pressure, so I've been making sure this is getting a little thinner before we put it in.
Oh,
getting
so
there.
the oil gets thinner when it
Gets thinner, it turns really watery. Goes from thick to water.
kind of know that
And that's when pressure. So in cyber, there's pressure from C-level executives that are reporting to the shareholders. They want to know that we're secure, right? There's pressure as to achieve your annual objectives. So there's pressure with people, you just as a person, to say that, hey, maybe there's going to be some people that we're popping that.
There's the pressure.
Have to do some different things
Yeah.
going forward. So Pressure is from the public. Pressure is from the cyber bad guys, from your executive. But again, if you are upfront and clear about what you're doing, why you're doing it, yes, they agree with your roadmap. So as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and measuring it, that you're being successful, when something else does happen, and pop like it will,
Yeah.
we're all going to have an incident at some point. Then you can, pause, you have their support, you can go on and do it.
Amazing.
So, and then there's also your personal pressure. We're still real people before we're cyber people.
Sure.
So we have, husbands, wives, kids, and all that stuff. So we're ready to go. Do we have tongs?
Yeah, I think we have tongs right here.
Right here, because you can bury yourself on this.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get these meat side down.
Well, that's
first.
That's
Get ready. Furniture. Back up, everyone. We can get them all in here.
yeah. That's a nice Dutch oven.
Yeah, there's. And then
All right, so we're searing this. Oh, a nice split. Look at that. Beautiful.
we're getting there.
So I like to keep things super positive. Tell me something good.
I try every day to do something from my career.
Yeah.
Something for me personally at home, and something for my house, and then something just for me.
I love it.
So just do positive things. It will help you stay positive. Yeah.
Well, what do you want to be when you grow up?
That's a great question. I joined when I started at the data center. I was hired in Toronto, Canada. I was hired as a clerical level 4, and there's no clerical level 3. So I was the bottom of the thing. And I was there 20 years, worked my way up to a senior manager there before I left, to go with another vendor, on my own kind of thing. But people say, I still don't know what I want to do, and I'm almost at the end of my career.
Yeah.
All right. So I love challenges. Building that sock, I'd never built a sock before, but they believed in me and let me do it, and it came out fantastic. So I don't know what I want to try to grow up.
Yeah, you said you've never built a sock before. What was that like, and kind of what was the most exciting or insightful, unexpected experience you had doing that? Building the sock.
Wow. So, all right, number one, I had never done it.
Yeah.
So the team there was 3 good people left.
Yeah.
Of several more. Trusted them. I got a good trusted vendor partner in to say, what am I missing here? This is what we have. How do we do it better? How do we scale it globally? Had an assessment done.
Yeah.
Trusted in the findings, built a plan to deliver. But really the foundation is like when you're building the team back, it's the people. Look at tools are tools, vendors are vendors. Some do it better, some don't. But if a tool detects things, right? But when you as a company need to change that tool, update it, customize it, whatever, it's people again. If they don't pick the phone up when you answer, when the stuff is going down and things are going down, and you call them and they don't answer, you don't have, Gary on line 1, if you don't answer my calls. So you want to have the trusted people. And how do you trust them? You practice with them.
Yep.
And you know that they got your back.
100%.
All right.
All right.
Release their sweetness.
I'm going to get a spoon to mix that right here.
Yeah, we'll give it.
It's all you. It's all you, Troy.
And so if you don't do this step, the onions stay a little bit better.
Yep.
So let them caramelize a little bit, give them 2-3 minutes.
Yep.
Because it's going to be in the oven for several hours, so it's going to let go, but
Yes.
it's about to go. It's about to get real.
Onion.
It's about to get real.
Fun fact about Danny, she mows onions. All right.
I found that.
So you mentioned the YouTube show. What's it called?
It's called Great Plates, Texas.
Great Plates, Texas. And that's already live?
I just started the website Blind. No video yet, no content yet, but when I leave here and all these new people that I've met, I've had partners and good subject matter experts. So that's another good thing about here.
Yeah.
Like I don't really know how, but I bet the people out here do.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
and you too.
we have a great crew here
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely link the
So
show
yeah,
to.
Great Plates, Texas.
I'm excited to see that. And so this is sizzling. Great Plates, Texas is sizzling.
Yeah.
We're going to get the carrots and celery in just a moment.
Yep.
Before we do that, thinking back at your experience, what decision you made that kind of was against the grain, but turned out really right?
We mentioned that, and we know in cybersecurity,
Yep.
there's a vendor that does everything.
Yeah.
Right. But, some of us, my CISO at the time has said, you need to partner with a company that does threat intelligence. And it does threat intelligence, but I had a member of the team that they're a military, Navy veteran, and they love to do threat intel.
Yeah.
And they had started on their own, and they were like, down the road a little ways. And I was like, you're partnering with a partner that was going to kind of take that away.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? Let's let Travis do it. Give me 1 month with Travis before we go with the vendor partner. So he put together, we had no threat intelligence program at the time, and then all of a sudden, we did. And it worked fantastic. So we did partner with somebody, but on a lesser scale. And this person was able to work closely with those other vendor partners to get what we needed to protect ourselves. So, let's dump those in.
Okay, now we're gonna throw these in.
And I got So and here's it kind of reminds me of stuffing. So look, if this plate of ribs right here is your company,
Yep.
your crown jewel, that's what you're protecting.
Yep.
And you put up these are these lemons here are your lines of defense.
Okay.
So this is what you're protecting. It saves your castle, right? Way out here, way out in the field. Thank you for doing that. Way out in the field, you have your threat intelligence program. So what they're doing is picture someone riding out to other villages and going, hey, Ben, I come 3 days on the road, what's happening in your village? He said, well, be careful. There's these 3 people that show up on white horses and red capes.
Right.
They seem nice, but they took everything we had overnight, right? So have your threat intelligence to know what's happening out in the community. Are other people like you and unlike you? And if they get by that, then you have your network, another wall, if you will, around your castle, your network security. Make sure that only people that are supposed to get through your castle are allowed to get through. If they get through there, make sure that every endpoint in your company has protection. And if they're lucky enough to get through here, get over the network wall, get through the endpoint security, then the data is what they're after.
Yeah.
That encrypts that data, make sure that the sensitive data is protected, right? And if they do all this and they get through, then you better lock it down, and you better have practiced a lot of times on how you secure your organization and how you do the disaster recovery and run it clear, organize, own that incident, command that incident, get yourself back in it. And if that doesn't work, you better be ready to build it all again somewhere else, and that's your backup.
Yep.
That's your BPP, your business contingency, and that is rarely past us.
Yeah.
Especially now where everything's in the cloud and stuff. If you get compromised, then what do you do now? You have those backups. The company I was with recently, they haven't done a DR test for 8 years.
Wow.
But they said, hey, we got it. So you don't really know you got it unless you practice it. So.
I don't know that I've ever seen an analogy of short rib crown jewels before, but hey, that was awesome, and these are the crown jewels we're going to eat in about 3 hours. I'm really excited about that. That was an awesome analogy.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
So I think these are probably where they need to be right now.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So now what? Well, let's put the wine in there.
All right, we're going to open the wine.
We'll give it like maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and we'll put them in.
Amazing. So you were talking about vendor partners. You were talking about, trying new initiatives. How do you like to learn about new initiatives, solutions, or innovations?
A few different ways. You got to stay connected. You got to have people that don't just care about their technology, but they have overarching knowledge of what other companies are doing. For example, had a vendor partner for our security operations center that was doing everything fairly well. It was the one that was on board when we joined and we started rebuilding.
Yeah.
But we were Google partners at the time, and Google has a really good level 1, level 2 partner that is AI hyper automated. So all these tools, they're just firing alerts all day.
Sure.
So this AI platform, layer of the platform, was able to filter through stuff, only act on what we need to act on. So that was a great call, having an overarching partner like Google at the time, because they were always advising of, try some of this, try some of that, you should check this out. So don't try to do it all yourself, rely on your good vendor partners.
Yeah.
And your network. And if it's not broke, then don't go change the stuff all the time, because risk, change adds risk.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So this is boiling now. We get these in, and then we're going to cover that up and then pop it in the oven.
That's right.
Amazing. And then that goes for 3 hours, right?
2.5, 3. These are good sized chunks.
Sure.
So they'll probably be like olive 245 or 3.
Amazing.
You want it to be in the end, it'll be just about falling off.
Oh my gosh, wonderful. Falling off the bone.
In theory.
Well, this is starting to get boiling right here. As we wait for our short ribs and for the cauliflower mash to make, I'd love to make kind of one of my signature dishes, which is an Italian tomato salad with burrata in the middle and kind of like a balsamic glaze. So we're gonna dice this very finely. Yeah, I make this salad all the time. I love it, and I like to cook because it's like therapy for me.
Mm-hmm, me too.
What are some other kind of like tips and tricks you would give to the listeners and the viewers today if they're interested in kind of like getting into cybersecurity or you know, remaining in the space and not kind of getting burnt out, if you will?
It's just like the YouTube channel thing. I was looking at some, you know, content creators, and I know you do a lot of that. The best tip is just do it, right? Like hop in and do something in this space, right? Mm-hmm. Don't wait. Get your YouTube channel. Don't wait. Find out what you want to do. You know, make some bad videos, learn from them, and go on. Yep. And my daughter in Canada right now, she's in her late 20s, and she's starting in July. She's taking an IT administration and cybersecurity course. Wants to start. Never too late. Get excited about it. Get yourself into it. And you really don't know if it's what you want to do until you do get in there. Yep. But look, as far as careers go, you know, 30 years for me, there's very few careers that you could start 30 years ago and still be in it today without ever having to switch. You know, if you're a business owner, business has changed so much. You know, if you're, you know, car manufacturer, if you're anybody, you know. But this is it's been really good to me. Mm-hmm. And so I think, you know, just believe in yourself, give it your best shot. And if it's not for you, then there's time to, you know, like figure out what you want to do.
Do you continue to do like learning and security even 30 years into the business? Like, how do you stay on top of your game? Vendor
partners is a big key, though. Like higher up that you go as a leader,
yep,
the less time you have for emerging technologies and things like that. So that's where you got to choose your social events wisely. So you might go and there's, you know, I don't go anywhere for a dinner and eat clearly, but get something out of it. If you're going there, then get something out of it. Don't just go to eat, but go to learn something, right?
I'm here to eat.
Yeah, me too. But also, you know, trying to learn something and, you know, what is it about this that I want to learn, right? Yep. So make sure you get out what you want to get out of it. Don't just go with the flow and get home and say, I really didn't do anything. And so one thing is like, choose your learning opportunities wisely, because a lot of people, again, have children and they have, once you start reporting to the board, you start reporting to other leaders, and you're trying to work on those relationships with IT and with the business, because that's what really pulls you together as a security leader, not just what you do, but does your business believe in you? Does IT believe in you?
Right.
And all that stuff, so.
Amazing. All right, what we got here is shallots, garlic. We have Italian parsley, cilantro, and basil. Super yummy, super refreshing. I'm gonna put some salt, pepper, red wine vinegar, olive oil.
Okay.
So now we have the tomatoes, just gonna pop them in that sauce, and that's gonna kind of sit and meld together. Okay, so now we're gonna strain this and then we're gonna put it back in the pot?
We're gonna strain it, let it sit.
Okay.
And then once it gets good and all the water comes out of it, we'll put it back in. We'll add a dab of that butter and that roasted garlic. We'll mash them up and that's it.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna get the cauliflower, I'm gonna dump it in. We're good, we're all cleaned here. There we go. Beautiful. All over the place. Cauliflower all over the place. I probably should have listened to you in the beginning, Troy.
No, you told me. You said we're going to film the spills. And
oh, the spills. Yeah, there we go. So yummy. All right. That looks amazing. All right, we're going to finish this off. And then we're going to wait a couple hours for our short ribs to be complete. And then we'll come back right after the break. All right, we're back 3 hours later after taking a little short break. And I am excited to check out these crown jewel short ribs.
Let's do it.
All right.
Come on, get out of there. Whoops, stand there.
Beautiful. All right, let's take a look. Cross some fingers.
Yeah, let's go.
Boom, right
What?
there.
What?
This looks insane. Let's see. What do we need to like do to gauge that it's ready?
All right. So it's going to be like fall off the bone, but it's on the bone for presentation. And so we got both of those things.
Beautiful.
They're staying on. When I made this before, it falls off. And that's just good for presentation.
And look at that.
You got the rubbery, look at the opening up like a brisket.
God. Yes.
So, I mean, look at that. That is just like buttery.
Awesome. All right. So how are we plating? We have our cauliflower mash ready. We have our plate. We used to kind of have to like get the mash down. Take me through that process.
First things first, let's do one quick pull this out.
Okay. Look at that, folks. Troy, that looks like the bomb, seriously.
This is yours.
Yes, we talked to Troy quite extensively about this dish. And we were salivating the whole time. I mean, we have our bets on this one.
Good.
Oh, look at that with the thyme. You got bay leaf in there. Beautiful.
I got the
Wine sauce.
some of the carrot and the celery still in there.
Yum.
That's the spices.
How do you feel about how it came out so far?
Good. I was a little bit worried it wasn't gonna, soften up like that or go over.
Yeah.
And just fall off the bones like I've had that happen.
Yeah.
But we hit the timing perfect.
Yeah.
We're gonna lay down just a little bit of the broth in the bottom. I always do weighed stuff with this hand when I'm plating. I gotta pay attention to it.
Oh man, that's a beautiful piece right there.
Juwani's a follow pack. Right in the middle. Now we're gonna do one more of these.
Just drizzle the sauce on top over there.
Yeah.
And then a little garnish of
Garnish on top.
chives.
No.
Oh, you're gonna do the Salt Bay thing? The Troy chive bay.
Boom, there we go.
Beautiful, folks. We have 3-hour braised short rib with a cauliflower roasted garlic mash right here, falling off the bone from the one and only Troy Vanderhyde. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for cooking with us today.
For having me.
Absolutely, this is awesome. We're gonna try this out now. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. You dig in first.
Okay, I'll dig it first. We're gonna take a little of this, a little of that.
Yes, I'm digging in. I can't even wait anymore. Oh yeah, here we go. So good. Go away. Bye. I think it's perfect. That's it.
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah.
As you do.
Take your fork and go.
Folks, you had it right here. We're gonna link the recipe to the dish in your episode here. We also have some wonderful sides. We have challah bread in the back over there, which we baked. You'll probably see that in this episode. We have a wonderful cherry tomato burrata salad. Awesome, folks. Troy, this has been amazing. Any imparting thoughts you want to give to the audience today before we sign off?
First of all, thank you for having me. This is like literally a dream come true for me to be able to cook a meal for people.
Amazing.
And a real chef setting. This is crazy set and staff you have here. I loved everybody. It was nice meeting you.
Wow.
Don't be afraid to try anything new. I'm doing it. You're doing it. Believe in yourself and good things will happen.
All right. Thank you so much, Troy.
Yeah.
This has been awesome. You joined us on Cooking with CISOs today. If you're interested in joining us on another episode in another location, reach out to us. But until then, enjoy and happy eating.